Hi guys, Andy Froy from Survival School, back with the third instalment of the mini series on firelighting techniques. So the third firelighting technique that I'm going to show you is lighting a match. Okay, matches might sound simple, it is pretty simple, but in conditions like today, so it's really windy, if you're in a survival situation, you've got one match. Never just leave yourself with one match, but you've got one match, or you're cold and wet, your hands are really cold, you've lost dexterity in your fingers. Okay, you want that fire to work. Okay, you need to get that fire lit. So what I've done is I've already prepped a load of wood. So I've split this down. So I've split one of these rounds down and got to the inner wood, which is bone dry. Even if it was soaking wet on the outside, the inner wood would be bone dry. I've done videos on that before. Okay, split it down as much as I can. Little feathers inside, so really small shavings of wood inside, so you could make feather sticks. Okay, and I've got everything ready that I need to do for my firelight. So keep my matches in my pocket, well away. Okay, so I don't lose them. Okay, I'm using waterproof matches here, but they can still go out in this wind. Okay, it's pretty windy. I've got my back to the wind, so I'm trying to shelter it as much as I can. Trying to shelter it from bits of wood and all sorts. Okay, so we say matches sounds pretty simple, but if you've got cold and wet hands, it can snap. Okay, you put too much pressure down, it can snap. Okay, and if that was your last match, done for. Okay, so there's a certain technique of lighting these matches. So I'm going to encase the box within my finger and thumb in here, inside my hand, so the striking surface is in here. I'm going to take the match in my finger, forefinger and thumb. Okay. And then I'm going to place my middle finger on the striking head, on the head of that match. Okay, I'm going to move it away as soon as I light it, but it's so that I don't snap that match as I go to light it. I'm going to push gently away from myself on the matchbox, trying to keep this match as flat down on this surface as possible. Okay, so I don't bend it and snap it. Okay, once I've scraped this onto the matchbox, I'm going to case it in my hands, okay, until that match is strong, okay, until that flame is strong. And I'm going to shelter it from the wind and the rain if needs be, and then only when that match is strong, that flame is strong, I'm going to place it onto my tinder and my kindling and get that fire going. So, place my middle finger on top, scrape down, okay, encase that into my hand, so it's windy, so I'm just going to encase it in here until that flame has taken nicely, and then I'm going to place it into my fire, into my kindling down in here, move it around as much as I can, try and shelter it from the wind a little bit, get my fire lighting kit away again, just in case that doesn't work. Okay, I can be over the top of this, trying to keep it dry and keep that wind away. A little bit of wind is helping me. Good read, this is bone dry inside here, which is perfect for that match. Okay, so that match is taking onto all that bone dry kindling in there. That's my last match. I want to make sure I light it properly. Okay, so get them out again just to show you. Okay, so take your match in between your forefinger and your thumb, place your middle finger on the head of the match. Okay, encase your matchbox inside your hand, scrape down. There we go, and encase it inside your hand, okay, stopping the wind getting to it. Okay, and only when, let's go now, only when that match is fully, that fire flame is strong, then you place it onto your kindling, your tinder or your kindling. Make sure you always keep your fire light kit away. Okay, hope that helps, guys. Okay, so that's number 3 of fire mini-series, lighting a match. Okay, sounds pretty simple, but if you're cold, wet, it's really windy, you've got one match left, you need to know how to light it properly. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope that helps. Cheers.